Welcome to Snapdragon Stadium in San Diego, California, home to the Aztecs of San Diego State. Being in San Diego is never a bad thing, and it's even better when you have a matchup like this one. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Oregon State Beavers. Facing off with another team from the Pac-12, the San Diego State Aztecs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Beavers will put toe to leather and we'll get started. Fair catch called for and made. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward when that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
The Aztecs want to move quickly. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down.
Well, we knew this offense came into this one wanting to establish the run on their first 3 plays of the game in their own end. Run, but they don't pick up the first down. Now it'll be interesting to see if they continue running the football their next time out.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. They'll try it on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working, because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fan.
Going up top on first down. Feeling some heat. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Beavers! Ready to try the point after. It's as if every play call with this guy, you've got the play that's called, and if that doesn't work, something that might even be more dangerous.
How nice is that as an offensive coordinator, right, Reese? You know that even if what you called isn't exactly going to work, this guy can just pull a rabbit out of the hat. He can go backyard football and just take off. Man, this guy is fun to watch.
Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Fast motion from the offense. Give to the running back. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. From the gun on 3rd down. He's got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
To the ground with the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Six-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Handoff from the gun. Still on his feet at the 45. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
From the gun, running back on the move.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. They're such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Looking left. Makes the grab. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Swings it out to his running back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Really good job by the defense. Seeing the running back. Don't let that dude who's super fast, elusive, catch the ball in space. Nice job staying glued to him. As soon as he caught that puppy, he got drilled.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that's a great job by this defense. You don't care about yards anymore. Yards are arbitrary. Let them drive down the field, so be it. You want to keep touchdowns off the board, and they might have just done that with a sack right there.
It's good, and that was dead solid purpose. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Off the boot, looking for his man. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
The Beavers will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Makes a move. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It's a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They'll go to the ground. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Gets it out quickly. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the Aztecs will have it 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Give to the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Aztecs moving quickly to the line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
And the Aztecs line it up with a 1st and goal. Trying to bully their way in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Power football with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aztecs.
It gets closer and closer to the end zone right here. You know what's coming as a defense. The offense has to be physical, and they were. And the back did exactly what he had to get to get 6.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your...
He's going up top. Oh, picked off. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make
over. And talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
Running to the left. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Here we go. From the gun, wants to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot up over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
The play action fake. Firing to the right, complete. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
The Aztecs have this offense rolling. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Oh, left him grabbing. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
The sure hands, it's Booker. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. On third and short, the power run here. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on third down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties. They keep these third downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
With the run on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, San Diego State. Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Western Kentucky is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These toppers have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UTEP. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wants to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Second and short now after that completion. It's a draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the connection. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Wide out in motion. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the Beavers are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Safe completion on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Quickly complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Looking to throw on second down. Gets away. Quarterback now breaking the field. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be. The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Makes the grab. It's Andrews. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Caught in the backfield, it's Olsen. Touchdown, Oregon State! What a grab and go for the score.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. The defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type.
Running toward the tape. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Aztecs. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding to him, because at some point, he's going to break loose and make a huge play.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Line gets set, first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. At the 35, he's open. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
29 Philly, 2-9
He wants to throw. With the catch, it's Andrews. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. He's looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
I'll tell you, if you're going to throw it to the perimeter of the field against zone coverage, you've got to have really good anticipation at quarterback, and you saw it there. He threw that before his guy had even turned around. Accurate throw, they're able to make the play and get the first down.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Really nice pressure by the defense, getting in there quickly, getting a hit on the quarterback, making the quarterback make a quick decision, and he makes the wrong decision. He throws into double coverage, but that's really because of the pressure in his face and the physical hit on his body.
He's going to pass on second down. He's right on target. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. He lofts one down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Got it past the marker. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. looking to move it through the air. Makes the catch. It's Olsen. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the first down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Beavers.
Yeah, and he did a really good job selling this, dropping back to pass, waiting a little bit of time, and giving his running back a chance to run down the field. He runs the real route. He's open, throws a strike, gets in for the touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Boy, they want to get this back right now, lining up for an onside kick. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. One-score game, still the first half, and they want the ball right back, going for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Aztecs will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Trying to get to it. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He's looking downfield to throw. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Got it.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Yankee blue. Black 24. Black 24.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line.
Jack Brown.
Leaves it with the back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the ball is intercepted. Takes it the other way. The 20. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
Get set. Gringo.
They'll run the toss. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
It is perfect. And we are dead even after the field goal here in the 3rd.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Well, after not getting a thing done on 1st down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. They go to the ground. The ball is out behind the line. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
It's never easy on defense being in a sudden change situation like this. On the very first snap, they take a shot. You're backed up almost in your red zone. Great job forcing an incompletion now to catch your breath, get some momentum.
The run to the left. Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14. Well, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And here in the 3rd quarter, it is still a tie ball game. offense ready to go back to work. They put it on the ground last time. They had it. Got to take care of it this time, David.
And I think you got to put in context. A lot of times fumbles are just luck. You just got to move on, give him the football again, Jesse, and not worry about it.
I think that's a good point there, David. Get him the ball again to help him play the next play and know that he's okay. Because when that guy's playing well, this offense is on fire.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Running back searching for a hole. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Run the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He'll try to do it himself. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that 1st down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. On the run, it's Andrews. And the Beavers will have a 1st down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
First down to start the drive after the break. Might as well give it to him again. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a 1st down.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
The Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with the lone back. They make the stop, and they give up 5 yards on the run. It's down to the 11.
How about the play by the speed back? You think about speed, you think about breaking ankles. He broke the tackle because he's so fast, moving so fast, hard to get the guy on the ground.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wide receiver coming across in motion. The give to the back. Touchdown, Oregon State! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Navy is on top, but it's not like Roger Staubach is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 4 over Air Force. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Quick completion to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the 1st down? Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
Now 2nd down as they try to run this clock. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Leaves it with the running back. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Beaver! They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Quickly out to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The Aztecs are in the hurry-up. To the ground to try to move the chains. Hard running there. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Playing defensive back, to me, is one of the hardest things to do in all of sports. You've got to be able to run with a world-class athlete who knows where he's going. You have no idea. You can't interfere with him. You can't touch him or it's pass interference. That DB right there did an incredible job.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets rid of it. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch. He's got enough. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They decline the penalty for pass interference, and they'll stand on the results of the play. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. He's looking to throw it. Quickly to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Looking at a 2nd and short now.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Wants to throw on second down. This time on target. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here.
Ready up.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal.
Let's go.
On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. Tackled after picking up the first down.
How do I make the defense defend multiple plays? Really nice job running the RPO. The pass threat, you could tell, softened them up a little bit. Now you hand the football off, and you get the big third down conversion.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Using the quick game. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Clear. Clear. Belly stutter.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Ready?
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal?
29 Philly. 2 not ready.
He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, San Diego State.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and give me the rock back.
And they tacked on the extra point. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. Trailing by a touchdown here in the fourth, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Ready.
First down here for the offense.
Clear. Clear. Go.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
On the ready.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The corners are walked up tight. He'll do it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got his man down the middle. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Here's the handoff. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Takes the knee, and the perfect season is still alive. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. He didn't really get too much of that stuff, but listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got to stop late, and that's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.